Another question I have for you is, now that we've spoken so much around your story, your journey. You are a super positive influence yourself on yourself. So we would like to understand a little bit about, did you ever feel any self-doubt, a loss of self-worth? And also I'm sure a lot of people are there who feel the same, how to overcome and challenge yourself.
Yeah, so basically in this, I think self-doubt is a constant thing. It is not matter that if you have grown to a certain level, self-doubt doesn't comes to you. Even if I would say India's largest startup companies, that would say they would also get used to get self-doubt.
Yeah.
Self-doubt is basically something that when you're doing something and few things are not going right, which is an obvious thing in any entrepreneur's life. That you take around 10 steps and might be 3 of them doesn't land on the right spot, and it is a common thing for everyone. And that moment you get that self-doubt, it's not that you have to try to keep it out of your mind. Let them come on your mind, let it pass it out, give yourself some time, and ultimately start getting focus on that work again, that actually what went wrong, and then again analyze and then start finding the solution for that. So that I think self-doubt will come to you. You cannot just run away from it. And if you will try to run away from the self-doubt, ultimately there could be few things that ultimately land you again on them. If I would say self-doubt is usually comes when you have lack of skills as well. It comes more often. If you have knowledge, if you have self-confidence, usually I would say what I do when I get that lack of confidence, when I feel that lack of confidence or lack of self-doubt, I try to remember the time what I was doing around 2018-19, and then I get that feeling from inside, that what I was feeling that time and now where I am standing today. So usually it reduces my self-doubt at least by 50%, because I think a person who can reach from that stage to this stage in the 5 to 7 years of time obviously can, it is not possible that person is not worth anything. It's not possible, because a person who is not worthy cannot reach from that stage till this stage itself. So if that person is worthy, there could be possibility that one thing hasn't worked well, and you could obviously analyze and find a solution for it.
Perfect. So you are absolutely bang on when you say that self-doubt is a part of our growing up. It is there, when we were in our teens, we had so much of self-doubt, and then when we started getting our work, we started working, there were doubts. So when I completely agree with you on this, because self-doubt is just a part and process. We just need to go back, we need to understand. Many times those doubts are because of lack of knowledge, lack of skills, and in case sometimes we feel that we are not being able to compensate that knowledge, I think what we can do is we can take a step back, seek help.
Yeah, also I think self-doubt is something that the society plant in your mind. Yeah. From initial days, if a student is a not good scorer in their school, society usually you are not good at study, Even in my case, if I would say, I have got a lot of comments from different people who doesn't have anything to do with my life, used to come and just comment something that you can, if you will be able to even do this, you are capable enough. Like I have had people telling me that to try to find something online that you can earn at least 10,000-15,000 rupees a month, then you are sorted. Like it plants in your mind that you are able to reach to that level only.
Right.
So that is the point when self-doubt is getting planted to your mind. And that time our mind was not that much capable to actually think that no, they are wrong.
Right.
Because obviously our parents also taught us that what seniors tell us, experience and seniors tell us is actually we should
Right,
listen and
right.
go about it.
I completely agree with you because this has got nothing to do with like I think everybody's journey is very unique. The way you share your journey, I think in spite of having everything quite perfect, there has been moments of self-doubt. People, like society has inflicted those self-doubts, and those self-doubts, until and unless you know how to cope with those self-doubts, it can actually consume you completely. And saying so, we also on our platform Searching Soulmate, when I mentioned the fact that we have a scope for personal growth, these self-doubts are bound to happen, considering that we live in a high technology infused world today, where most of our life is in front of people to study, for people to comment.
Yes.
And saying so, something which I have to kind of point this out is these self-doubts, just the way they are planted, they can also be uprooted. How you uproot it is completely your prerogative, right?
It's up to you. And also I see like your parents and siblings, because they stay with you all the time and they have to keep telling you that you are worthy, you can reach to that stage, I am here to show you the path to reach to that stage. So it's your sibling and your parents obviously play a very important role.
Absolutely. So I think my leading question here would be, how has your relationship with your parents, your sibling, you mentioned your cousins, been during the growing years when actually these self-doubts were there, and you didn't have this fantabulous career to fall back upon. You had not reached this pinnacle of success. What was there at that point of time?
So if I would say like as I have told, because the society was not accessible, the only place that I used to go is my nani's home that time, and that too like once a year like that. But when we used to go over there, we used to stay for at least 7 to 10 days. And when we used to go over there, that was the only moment only time when I used to forget everything, like what people are commenting and what is the life. There was a lot of siblings, if I would say, because that was a very huge extended family that we have in our nani's home. So we used to like around 15 people of same age, 15 children of same age. We used to just lock us or in our one room, because that was also a big like the big kind of the oldest type of homes that used to be there, like multiple story buildings. So we used to lock us all in our home, and we used to just like have fun from whole day. So that used to be that we have a very good memories. That is I will say one of the only good memories since I have in my childhood. But if I would say in terms of my parents, my sisters, my sister used to like do a lot for me in initial days. From initial days itself, because I am not going to out, she used to tell my mother, no, I will also not go out to play. Like from our building, which was not accessible, a lot of children used to play outside. She doesn't used to go over there. So ultimately, gradually over time, you have to tell that people know that you have to live your own life. So around the age of 16, 17, I started understanding that more, and I have also started pushing her that no, you have to start living your own life. That time also was not aware that actually in which direction I will be going, but I have started that you should now get your know your direction. That you have to live a normal life. You are normal than any other able-bodied person. You have to start living your own life. If I would say around my parents, my mother was something that, in fact, my mother doesn't have that knowledge that how I can support him or either what he can do or what not. She often always like to say that you will be doing something very good. I know you will be capable. You have good knowledge. And if I would say it kind of a manifestation as well, that she used to tell. But even in fact, when she didn't know that how it will happen, because she was not aware like how I should take it. but gradually she was tell to you say that a lot. If I would say about my father, he was like around I would say he was not that strong that mentally, if I would say, which is often in case of, I think in men it happens, they are not that much strong about usually mentally in compared to women. So he usually often, whenever someone from outside used to tell that he can do, used to comment, as I told you, comment something, he used to start believing on it and just starting that yes, that this has happened to us, and used to blame over like the destiny always. So I have tried to like keep myself away from my father during that time as much as possible, because I felt that I have getting that negativity and negative vibe from that. But gradually what happened now, obviously now things gradually happen, people mind also tend to change.
Right.
So yes, it has started to change, that it have to change, because now you don't have anything to, because you have seen someone from coming from certain stage to this stage. Now you cannot tell them that you can do this stage, because your mind could reach to that stage, and now you have seen that person reaching to that stage already. So now you cannot think like you can reach to that stage only, because your mindset has already been changed to that circumstance.
So again, from this conversation, so you found happiness in togetherness. So it was more about coming together, having that fun, and that is when you felt alive, that something is happening. And then again, you also mentioned how your father was not strong enough, and he was always kind of cursing the destiny, that what happened to my son, what is going to happen to him, and he didn't really have a huge thought about how your future is going to shape up. But today, now that you have achieved something, he feels that he's coming to terms with the future. I think this is a story for every household where it's more like a Chak De situation, where you have come out, I would say you have conquered your own challenges, which are just not physical but also a lot of societal, which were thrown your way, and you have been able to kind of build a life you had manifested unknowingly, because your mother used to have a lot of positive things to speak about you. In spite of not having a formal education, she never gave up on you. She always hoped that you would be able to break free and build a good life for yourself, and that's exactly what you're doing. So, to all the viewers, I think something very positive statement which has come out from Saaket is that we have to, always speak positively to our own self, to people in our lives, and have a kind word for everyone, because kindness never goes out of fashion. And believe me, today this conversation with Saaket made me really actually hear every word of you, and it's very true when you said that disability is not the disability of physical, the disability is mental. Most of us are kind of tuned to a situation which is fed to us. Anything beyond that is not accepted, and be it beauty, be it education, be it career, be it even our entrepreneurial journeys. So many times I'm sure in coming days you might also hear, I often hear, why did you leave your comfortable job and be here? So I'm sure it's a part and parcel of your for our coming of age, growing up, and this has been a wonderful conversation, Saaket. So something
Thank
more
you
you
so
want to add for the viewers, so that they can take back something very positive and motivating from here?
So ultimately, I would say that it's not always important that you should actually always have some goals or either have some targets, because I have experienced that when you have that self-doubts and either you cannot see that way forward, then having goals, setting that goals is very difficult, and it's not possible. You cannot think that much. So during that time, as I have said, that just start focusing on the whatever you are learning and started implementing that, and things that gradually it just happens. It not tend to like you haven't made that path, you haven't that, but over time things you just keep applying things and things keep happening, and you land up to a situation that you have never thought of to a stage. So just keep going, and I would say that having that positive mindset is always important. Keeping that positive mindset is difficult, but even if you can try, the more and most importantly, the more busier you are, the more positivity you get.
Absolutely, bang on. So the best way to, in case if you feel that you are suffering from some kind of feeling left alone, being left behind, then the best way is to keep yourself busy.
Yes.
And it was wonderful, this entire discussion. I'm sure our viewers would love hearing your story, and in literally how you have built your fairy tale life. And we are super proud of you, Saaket, and hope
Thank you so
to
much.
see you grow by leaps and bounds, and may you help us in building a more inclusive society, be part of the Searching Soulmate platform for the future, and together I think we can make a difference to mankind.
Absolutely.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you so much. So to all the viewers, please like, share and subscribe our channel, and do follow us on our Instagram, Facebook handles, our LinkedIn handles, and register yourself on www.searchingsoulmate.com, where you can be part of this growing, thriving community built just for you.